Foresight Fire continues to grow to over 7,000 acres. Governor Cox voices support for President Trump's military strikes. And your daily weather forecast with highs, lows, and everything you need to know for the days ahead.
You're watching St. George News at 5, brought to you by our studio sponsor, We Win Injury Law.
Good afternoon, I'm Monica McLaughlin. Evacuation orders remain in effect as the Forsyth Fire grows to over 7,000 acres with 0% containment near Pine Valley. Officials say 13 homes have been lost. Dry vegetation and strong winds continue to drive the flames. A community meeting is scheduled for 6 p.m. tonight at the Central Fire Station for affected residents. Governor Spencer Cox confirmed lightning is the likely cause, and crews are working around the clock to protect structures and hold the fire back. Governor Spencer Cox visited Pine Valley Sunday, praising first responders and residents for their resilience as the Forsyth Fire continues to burn thousands of acres and destroy homes. Let's go now to Nick Fiala with more on the governor's message and how the community is coming together in the face of this crisis.
State and county leaders visited the community of Pine Valley Sunday to provide information and answer questions about efforts to extinguish the Forsyth Fire, which has reportedly destroyed more than 10 homes in the area. Governor Spencer Cox said the fire is believed to have been caused by a lightning strike and that this will likely not be the last such fire this summer.
It was a holdover, a tree that was hit probably 10 days ago where the fire just kind of burned, and then when the winds picked up, it took off and was off to the races. Sadly, these are just the first of likely many that are going to happen.
Cox and Washington County Commissioner Victor Iverson praised the generous donations that poured in for first responders and said a lot of repair work lies ahead.
This is the best part about living in Utah. When tragedy happens, everyone pitches in, and we're all here to help. Every single time we've had a major fire, we've got too many donations of water and food. I love it. It's incredible.
I would reach out. I would support those who have lost. And over time, very quickly, I think we're going to be coming together as we move into the cleanup phase and we move into helping the friends and the neighbors of Pine Valley that have lost rebuild.
Cox said he believes the locals will be resilient despite the damage that has come to their community.
The people of Washington County are hardy people. You didn't get here by accident, and you didn't stay here unless you could handle it. So they've seen worse, and they can handle it. They're very tough people, but it doesn't limit the tragedy of loss.
It remains to be seen how things will look in Washington County once the smoke clears.
Now let's take a look at your daily weather forecast, brought to you by Casablanca Resort and Casino. In St. George, it's currently 93 degrees with a low tonight of 67. Tomorrow, you'll see a high near 94 and a low around 66. In Mesquite, it's a warm 95 degrees now, dipping to 72 tonight, with tomorrow's highs reaching the upper 90s and lows near 72. And in Cedar City, it's 78 degrees at present, dropping to 53 degrees this evening, with tomorrow's high holding steady around 81 and another cool low near 53. Conditions remain dry with gusty winds, maintaining a high fire threat region-wide. A tragic incident on I-15 in Beaver Friday afternoon left one man dead after he was struck by a semi-tractor trailer, according to Utah Highway Patrol. Troopers say the man had pulled over due to car trouble, then suddenly ran into traffic for unknown reasons. The driver of the semi is cooperating and provided footage as the investigation continues. Utah Governor Spencer Cox voiced support for President Donald Trump's military strikes on Iranian nuclear sites while urging Utahns to pray for both peace and rain. Here is more on the governor's remarks.
I'll give you just a brief on that. As I shared yesterday, I love peace. I care about peace. I think we should all be praying for peace. By the way, we should also be praying for rain, and we're going to be asking people to do that next week. So we're going to need your help there. Anytime our military gets involved, it's deeply concerning. I'm grateful that we live in the freest nation in the history of the world with the greatest military in the history of the world. I'm proud of the men and women that participated yesterday. Iran is not our friend. They've been at war with us for almost all my lifetime now, going on close to 50 years. and they are responsible for a significant amount of the terrorist acts of chaos. They've been killing Americans for decades now, and so they cannot get a nuclear weapon. Grateful that we have allies that care about that as well. But I'm supportive of the effort last night, and hope it stops them from getting a nuclear weapon.
Thank you for watching St. George News at 5. To learn more about our studio sponsor, We Win Injury Law, go to wewininjurylaw.com. I'm Monica McLaughlin with St. George News, your #1 source for local news.
This has been St. George News at 5, brought to you by We Win Injury Law.
Foresight Fire continues to grow to over 7,000 acres. Governor Cox voices support for President Trump's military strikes. And your daily days ahead.